So here's my problem as I load in. I don't know who is actually, dead slash not dead. I know who's certainly not, I know who's certainly alive, but as for who's actually dead, we have to take a look around as we get into day 2 evening, so, yeah, we'll do that. What's the quickest way for me to check? Probably... Is it through Donovan's? I guess I'm gonna find out, so... Doesn't really matter anyway. I'm headed back towards the school, so I might as well, I guess. But we'll find out, for sure. Because if nothing else, there are a bunch of enemies waiting for me. Also, I noticed that I sound a little loud for some reason, because I can hear myself breathing into my mic. But, yeah, we have to check the school, check the back alleys, and maybe do more. If we don't get a certain event, then I guess I'm just gonna pick up Karen and see what happens. Because if nothing else, I can bring those people over towards... Oh, do I want to bring those people over towards the tower? Or do I just want to attack them then? Yeah, because there's still August, Karen, Dawn, and Levy, for sure. Marina is a big question mark, because I don't know where she went. If you didn't know what happened, to catch you up, if you're just skipping to this video for whatever reason, then essentially what happened is I dropped Marina off at the train cabin, became blind, ran back to the train cabin, and she was no longer there. Whether that's because something happened while I was moving around, or because I have Henrik at the train, which would be really weird. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, let me check my shillings. I have 3 heroin, 42 shillings. Well, nothing I really want to get then. Oh yeah, there's Levy. Hey, come back. Can I? No, hey! I just want to be your friend. And by friend, I mean I'm doing ending B, so, Yo, you can actually catch up to him. My question is if I was really actually prepared. Yeah, I should be. Let's just go for it. Hey-ya! And if nothing else, I may have to find Karen somewhere else. Question mark somewhere else? We'll keep doing this, though. I'm bleeding again, man! It's fine. It's less fine. I think I'm actually running out of cloth fragments, but, yeah, we'll use that really quickly. I don't know if I can actually grab your head, right? I think I actually can't. Yeah, so, that's Levy. And I don't know where anyone else may or may not be, so as this Bobby chases me around, I will kind of try to kite him. And if I fail to, so be it. Did I just grab something from there? I think I just saw something I didn't know was actually there. Anywho. Oh, I have to remember to mute myself every now and then, because I am not in the best of conditions. I'm not exactly sick, but, yeah, it would be nice if I could get through this recording without blowing the mic out with a certain sound. If you hear it, so be it. Although for your sake, I really should focus on not doing that. So, that said, I think I can just triple rev here, right? I should be able to just triple rev this. 2 attacks, 3 times. And each one can crit. That is a lot of value. We'll keep them down. Theoretically, I can make Bobby's just infinite lifesteal right now, but hey, it's fine. And if you don't get what I mean because you've just joined on this episode, then what I mean is that the Bobbies don't die until you kick them. So you can just leave them and let them get back up. And if as long as you have the Leechmonger's ring, you can do whatever you want, in my opinion. But hey. And yeah, without anything else, there's not really much else to do here. Unless someone is sitting around. Not really. We will want to dodge this Inquisitor. We killed this Death Mask, so we should be fine for now. And yeah, there's still that guy there, but nothing really much else to do. Aside from try to get to the back alleys to look for Dawn. I think I have the fluted set as well equipped. I should, anyway. Yeah, I do. So, I definitely can fight Dawn, no matter what he may be. Do I want to pick up anything here? I might just want to save. You know what? It can never hurt. Actually, I thought I picked something up. Let me check really quickly. It would be an accessory. Was it another Soul Devourer necklace in the trash? Well, I guess we'll leave that as is. Nah, yeah, not really anything else. A Soul Stone maybe, but we'll just grab one of these. So we'll head out, and yeah, that should be all I need. I can't remember if there was a situation where I may have wanted to use that, but other than that, Abella should be just fine with the meat grinder. And we'll move on with our lives. Oh, dodge that, please. And we will move on over to the back alleys where we're trying to look for Dawn. Yeah, from now on, not really too much different from most other playthroughs. The main uniqueness I've kind of already skipped past points where I could have made it more unique, and have also completed them. That said, with the mob here, I might be in a bit of trouble, but we'll find out. You know, I could humor the fight, but we'll see. Okay, nothing. And yeah, we'll go into here and see. Heck, we can even fight these neighbors probably, but let's not get too cocky, because being cocky in Termina is what gets you killed. Some of the time, at least. Oh, I need to go this way. That's right. Because somehow Dawn magically gets through the door without needing a master key. But hey, it's Dawn. So yeah, as I went through a couple of... Because more people are putting out videos on Termina, I realized that, you know, there are a lot more references than I thought in Termina. Some more obvious than others, but obviously I'm not a complete, horror fanatic. Fanatic in the positive sense. A longer form of fan. Or just really someone who's really in tune with horror things, whether it's manga, short stories, historical figures, so on and so forth. Research, even. But yeah, as more people are playing it over the past month, I don't know why. But I mean, that's good, because it's Termina. Termina's a good game, in my opinion. It's just if whether or not you can stomach it. I could also just attack him here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. We're not going for an ending A, so, can I one-shot you here? Let's find out. Unless I miss one. Yeah, I can. So, yeah. For better... Actually, he does, yeah, because... If I want to be completely safe and fight the Inquisitors, for whatever reason, I mean, technically they can drop a Soul Stone, so it wouldn't be the worst idea. I would go at least even, while getting Dawn's skills, if that makes any sense. What I mean by that is that, I think, if not only, I can't remember their loot drops, but I know they can drop a Soul Stone. So Inquisitors can drop Soul Stones, but they can also blind you. However, with Dawn's skill, Organ Harvest, and I think you have to have 2 skills. Nonetheless, there are enough Inquisitors in the game for you to grab enough Soul Stones to get all of Dawn's perks, basically. Which then allows you to get other perks on top of it, but... Ultimately, you get Dawn's perks, if I can say his name correctly. Goodness gracious. What else do I want to do? So that's Dawn. Oh, that's right. I need to go... I might as well go. There's no real harm in it. Actually, there is harm in it, because if I get hit by critical state, I could just die immediately. So, you know what? We're actually going to pull a pistol out. And walk forward. But among other... Oh, we're stuck in the thing for the moment. Hold on. That, and then this again. So, what did I want to do? Small Things Amulet, Leechmonger, something, Gegetsu, I guess. Yeah, so, yeah, other lore videos that talk about, you know, mechanics of the game and how they, people's own experience, people themselves experience it. I think I can just one-shot them. I have 30 bullets, I might as well shoot. I was gonna say something related to what I saw, but really? But hopefully I'll remember. But it's definitely interesting watching people play Termina now. And if... I don't think... Do we have a centralized... Basically a censored mod for those streaming the game? Because my heart does go out. You know, obviously Termina... I mean, it's all... You know, if we're looking at, you know, the obscenity clauses, because that could apply to a lot of things, Termina, it's not like you're getting any, you know... it's not outside of the realm of both the game and the story itself, so it's not, like... I wouldn't put it past, but obviously, you know, robots are robots, so... You know... Obviously, I would, however, try to put Termina under the 18 plus category if, if that exists as, for whatever platform you're on, to enable that. But hey, also I need to make sure that I'm not about to step on a landmine. Because that is quite possible here, so yeah, let's not do that. But yeah, it definitely should exist under that, but at the same time, on pretty much every platform, it's not controlled the best. I mean, I would still do it to be safe, but I don't know. Have I put my? I don't think I did. So maybe I should do that for all my Termina videos. But if I do that, because everyone watching it is probably, of the legal age anyway. Who is this? Oh, Caligura. A double Caligura, because if I go over to the Mayor's Manor, I'll see another Caligura body, but yeah, just wondering, because that technically means that Marina is alive somewhere. Can I walk up here? Okay, good. I don't want to step on mind that, because obviously that is death. However, if there's a mob here, out of curiosity, can I make a bear trap? If I can make a bear trap, that would be nice. I can't, because I don't have enough scrap. Yeah, I keep never picking up scrap metal, which is quite sad, but what else can I do about it? Thankfully, no mob, but yeah, Karen's gone. Where would she be? Unless she's gone forever at this point. Then I guess we're gonna loop around, because I don't want to walk through. Or I could go into the sewer. I could do that too. Yeah, you know what? That's probably a better idea. So as we go through the sewer, so Karen's gonna be gone for pretty much almost the whole time. And I have to find August later. Wait, really? No, I can walk past. There's a way out, right? I was about to say. How can there not be a way out? Is it past this? What am I doing? Oh, this is really just a single thing. Okay, cool. Unless I'm missing out on a path. Okay, I can even hear my voice changing because of my, basically my allergies is what I'm trying to say. Just hoping I come across, because obviously since I'm the one speaking, I know what, I understand what I'm saying, but obviously you, the viewer who is listening to this, it might be a bit, less clear what I'm trying to say, because my voice might sound congested, and that's basically that's what's happening to my voice. As I go through, and where do I want to go? I think I can go here. Do I dare try to one-shot this? You know what? Let's do it. So, we hope to one-shot with the Geigetsu Amulet. One crit will do it, if not... Okay, good. Because she can give me irritation, which lowers my accuracy by 25%, which is already bad enough, but I think the meat grinder doesn't have inbuilt accuracy. I forgot to check that. I could check that while I'm doing things, but deciding not to. So we'll snake through these trees and move on. If there are fecal hounds here, I should be shooting these fecal hounds. No reason to risk anything, but we should be fine. Again, I don't plan to be here any longer than pretty much now. Until I need to come back for August, obviously, but... Anywho. Yeah, so right. Then down to the left. Oh, there are dogs here, by the way. I mean, I could get rid of them. I think I one-shot them. As long as I don't miss twice? I mean, I can't tell because I crit, but hey, you get the point. Still, though, yeah, not too... Again, you're seeing all these playthroughs, or if you've just joined this channel and you're watching this video, if you haven't quit by now. Actually, that's kind of a paradox, because if you're watching this still, you've probably, but anywho, if you're listening, basically, in the past playthroughs, if I can speak clearly, again, oh my goodness, allergies, what do I want to do right now? I guess I'll look for Karen on the east side really quickly before sleeping. Pretty much sleep till day 3, oh, even till night, maybe. No, I can attack Karen during a day 3 evening. Dang it, I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. This is what I get for continuing to try. Okay, so the reason why I pretty much talk nonstop is because it's just a thing that I've been practicing on, or at least like commentating while playing the game somewhat competently, at least somewhat competently, than disastrous, which I can say better. I do better at Termina than the other game I'm playing on this channel for at the moment. But I don't want dead air. Basically, dead air is not something you usually want. But it's appropriate times if you need to take a breath, and it sounds more natural, funny enough. Still, though, if you get too used to it, too often do I see, at least people I know, when they're playing games and talking at the same time, more than 30 seconds pass without anything, really. So, you might as well just say what's on your mind. Or at least that's my little theology? My theory on playing with gameplay. And we have come a long way, things considered. Not just on this platform, but just gaming in general. So it's not like most people are just staying silent anyway. But obviously, if you're, I understand a bit more if you're someone who has to focus more for good reason, like a speedrunner or something. Or you're just trying to focus on a moment. But, hey, where am I going? Oh, just checking this. So who's left? I guess I could sleep now. I could just sleep till day 3, really. Because I don't think the thing is going to happen at night. And I have I think there should be like 3 or 4 people left, me including Abella. So you know what? We'll go back to the train cabin and sleep. And if the number is messed up, we'll try to approach the tower with quote-unquote 1 person remaining. But to close out the topic, that's why I continue speaking, just so that there's not any dead air. And, well, if nothing else, then because I don't want any robots to do something weird with my channel. Because weird things can happen. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Robots can be a good thing. It just depends on how they function. So, and then obviously whoever is controlling the robots, I guess. Robots being, of course, my switch phrase for my paraphrasing for a certain other thing. Also, again, to those wondering, I can't reach Marco there unless there's a way to reach him there, but I can't reach him. So can't get his head, can't loot him. But yeah, we'll probably just sleep twice. For no other reason than to save. Wow, it's only been 17 minutes. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we'll see. So, looking at this, there are 4 people left, including Abella. And yet he says 3. So, yeah, Marina just kind of phased out of existence. I don't know. I think he actually uses the variable that's checked at the tower. I don't know how that check actually works, though, so don't quote me on that. Again, we're about to find out, I guess. That said, do I want to go into Dawn's? I can't even. Well, I can, technically. I don't need Magna Medical. I don't even need to Analyze. I think you just need... Yeah, Medicinal and Organ Harvest, I think, are the 2 together. And I would grab Eye. So, you know what? For the purposes of... I mean... all of these perks have their uses. It's just... which ones are better and which ones aren't. Yeah, so for now we'll grab this, and I think we can reach Bob and Weave, which would help with evasion, so we'll do that. I swear the magic run is coming, although, as some people say, magic does not well, yeah, it does trivialize the game, what am I saying? If nothing else, I did want to move into the topic of Funger 1, which is interesting on its own. I don't think there's really anything to do. Let's see. Who was left again? Why do I keep forgetting? Yeah, just Karen and August for sure. And I think Marina is just Marina. I'll check come day 3, but we'll see. So, yeah, they're obviously still going to be alive. And they're going to stay alive until I defeat them, whether that's them as its own, or not as a human being, if I were to be more clear. August, however, is August. He's a cool guy, so we just have to find him. But day 3, we'll take a look around, if for no other reason than to, again, start harvesting organs. Also, this would help me out because I'm running out of cloth fragments, so, yeah, let's do this. So, I first. Because I might want to fight, even if I didn't want to, if they blind me, my accuracy goes down the drain. So, actually, we'll run over to Samory as well. And all the bodies on the floor basically turn into healing. But at the same time, I do need the mind for it. So, let's keep that in mind. Haha! But no, really. I need to make sure I can live. I should be able to harvest more than enough. It's whether or not I can remember where enough bodies are placed for me to do so. So, that said, let's go to Donovan's and do a quick check. Because if we do this check correctly, we can touch the tower and see what happens when the game thinks there's only 3 people, and while Marina disappeared into, nothingness. So, yeah. Again, if nothing else, it makes for a pretty interesting run. There's a bell in there. I don't think I can harvest its organs, though, so let's find out. We'll check this really quickly. I don't know what exactly triggers this event, but we'll check. Nonetheless, yeah, it would be here, I think, but nothing's here, so we pretty much sleep until evening, which is when we can, or, I mean, you know what? I can check a Marina location quickly, question mark. Watch her magically spawn at the mayor's manor. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk. But I'll check something really quick. If nothing else, we can humor a fight there and see if I can solo it. Not that it's an optional fight, it's actually more a kind of regular fight. Actually, where do you find... Well, we'll see what he's called, because I don't even remember. But I can harvest an organ here. We'll take another eye. Because again, I may want to clear out the Inquisitors. Look at that light. Look at it. A crude lantern. That's all the game says about it. Nothing else said. Alternatively, I could also go fight Rancid again, because why not? But yeah, I have Unguard, right? So, I should be able to Unguard it here. Please hit something useful, because it hardens. Oh, well, I guess not. I wonder if this rolls on the head. Well, I guess I'm just gonna go for the arm. The spear arm, to be more exact. Yep, so that I don't bleed, because I think that's the only way I can bleed and or get infected. We'll find out in a hot moment here. So we'll do it again, and we'll start lifestealing. Nice crits, but oof. So yeah, anyway, I want to talk about Funger 1. I guess I might get Funger 1. We'll see. Because yeah, it'd be weird because I'm going backwards, but and if I were... I'll give... I'm not... I don't want to say it in the incorrect way, but basically, I won't deny that Funger 1 makes the better game, but I personally think Termina is a... I guess it's not a matter of being a better game, because I think they both have their... You know, I usually don't look at games as one is better than the other, because you might be comparing apples and oranges. However, in the case of Termina versus Funger 1, I think it does warrant that comparison, because one, the way I like to think, I think I mentioned it once, I'll mention it again because it's been a while, as I autopilot through this encounter, but, so I think of Funger 1 as the dungeon run. So if you were to think of, say, a table RPG, you're literally going to the dungeon, that's Funger 1, while Termina is you walking into town to accept the quest, and then going to the dungeon, ish. That's how I consider Funger 1 and 2, and in that case, yeah, those might sound the same, but even then, that's not just, you know, that's just a simplified version of what I'm saying. Also, I haven't actually knocked him down, have I? So, oh yeah, he has to lose his balance now. But, yeah, even then, they both offer their differences, so to say, I guess. But again, I haven't played Funger 1, and I will never claim to be someone who can judge something at least somewhat accurately just by observation. So, yeah, and obviously there are little things here and there, but at the same time, I'm also someone who usually looks into a game, especially if it's been out for more than a week-ish. That's my usual timeline. So, yeah, I kind of know... No, I don't know the ins and outs, because obviously the same thing... Well, really? You can skip that? Anywho. This guy's stuck here, but, yeah, we'll just loot this really quickly. So, since nothing happens here... Well, quote-unquote, nothing happens here, I guess I'll go to sleep. Then we'll look for Karen and, look at that guy coming down. But we'll look for Karen and August, in the evening. So yeah, pretty much going to be autopiloting from now on. Is there any optional fight I haven't done, aside from just more mob frenziness, which I don't really want to do, so, yeah, we're just gonna head onwards. But yeah, Funger 1, I'll think about playing it, because, part of that is because, well, as I've been mentioning in recent videos, and I should talk about it because it's relevant to what I'm doing, because I've pretty much not been betrayed, but that's the funny version of how I say it. I've been getting betrayed by games that have come out and that I've bought and refunded, because I'm not gonna be playing those games. So, yeah, and so that means that might be time I want to give to Funger 1. I swear Marina's, like, gone. But... Anywho. Or maybe I might get soft lock. I guess we're about to find out. But, yeah, as we move onward... Yeah, that gives me time for Funger 1, so I can at least explore the game myself. I will never also claim to be someone who knows the lore, like, to a very detailed degree, more than people who actually look at the lore, basically. I know that sounds kind of paradoxical, because if you're someone who looks into the Termina lore, then obviously you're gonna know more about the lore. It's kind of redundant in that way. But at the same time, you could also argue, well, if you played the game a bunch, you should kind of know the lore, right? And yeah, kind of, but the extent, I wouldn't say you know the lore to a strong degree, because obviously certain things are alluded to or implied rather than said outright. That's, no, I won't say what I was about to say, because it has to do with what I may plan to do, but we should see a sad Karen here, so, however, I don't want to fight her at night. The main reason is because I don't like playing at night in Termina. It's, well, now that I know blindness pretty much makes you near blind during the night, yeah, I really don't want to play during the nighttime, so... Unfortunately, Karen has to go down. Although you can, ambush her early on, so leaving her for later tends to, work against you here, because then you have to wait for Karen to come here. Unless you can find her elsewhere, but I don't really think that's the case, so yeah. But yeah, moving on. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk about. So, there have been people who've been talking about Termina. I forgot when this video came out, and I wish I could credit the person who made the video. Because I've been watching a few over the past few days, because Fear and Hunger is very good. I can't keep saying it. I should really start linking... No, because... Okay, well, I'll get that out of the way first. So the reason why I don't link games on my channel usually is because I've gotten into, the robots have gotten to me before. You know, whether... I don't know whose fault it was exactly. Maybe it was my fault, maybe it was the other. I mean, I don't think... Because a robot looked at the case, I don't know who exactly was at fault. All I know is that I did get a warning. I think I still have that video up where I got a warning on my channel. But, yeah, and that's why I've just been very careful. Obviously, if I'm linking to a Steam page, it'll probably be fine, so really I should do it. But, yeah, I'll think about that. So, because the only thing I'd have to do is just put the link in every Termina video, but at the same time... Anyway. And also to touch on the subject of, basically making Termina age-restricted. Really, I should, because I did... Well, I mean, the other game that I have age-restricted kind of warrants it. If you're of the age, then you are free to look at it, because I do play the game and observe, or have analyzed that game respectfully. So, I mean, it is there. I thought you were dead, Centaur. Anywho. Yeah, but at the same time, let's guard here first, because otherwise we could die here. But, really? Oh, well, I'm gonna do this then. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is meditation coming into play. Yeah, otherwise I would have just dodged it immediately. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, so it is meditation hurting me there. It's overriding. I think what it's doing is it overrides the guard action, but doing the guard action triggers specifically a switch, or a variable, if I'm wrong. But you get the point. It triggers something, which doesn't get triggered when you use meditation instead, which is why, if you take perfect guard, which is what Marco has, that still counts as, I think the variable or switch is flipped there, but it's not flipped when you do meditation, because all of those conflict with the same skill slot where they overlap each other, and meditation, which is Osaw's skill, does not trigger the guard action. I swear it does when you play as him, though, although I haven't really recorded a run as Osaw, so I guess that'll be next, and we'll find out. But, again, that's the reason why... that's my theory of why you still have to do coin flips, because otherwise, I know for a fact you can guard that attack that August does, and you will automatically dodge it. And it insta-kills you, obviously, but as you just saw, I had to do a coin flip. So, again, to pretty much end my thesis statement... or my thesis, or my essay. The reason why I think that happens still, why you don't quote-unquote guard, even though it's a guard action, is because meditation, the skill meditation, which I have, because I took Osaw's soul, overwrites the guard action, which is what actually flips the switch, while meditation in itself doesn't flip a guard switch. Theoretically, though, that is still balanced, because, you know, you're not guarding anymore, you're doing a meditation action. So, you know, in a funny way, even if it is a bug, it is, I guess, balanced. So, I mean, but if the developer wants to fix it because it is a bug that they want to fix, or something that they want to fix, whether it's a bug or not, then so be it. Otherwise, I think I have a bunch of Book of Enlightenment, so I can just burn one now. Yeah, I have 3, so yeah, why not, right? Not that I've made that much progress, but hey. Done. And we will touch this tower, and I think... Yeah, so at this point, yeah, there's only one person left alive, quote-unquote, but obviously, as you just saw, Marina is still alive by nature of the sleep dream. But anywho, actually, I don't want to pop... I have pep pills. I might as well pop them, I guess. Is there anything else I could pop? Technically a brown vial, but I have to pop that in battle, so... basically, what's going to happen is Perkel is going to die immediately, is what I'm trying to say. Alternatively, I don't think the Eye of Sylvian really helps me here. The Hardened Heart does, but I could also do Battles instead. But I'll do the Hardened Heart because I'll try to rush this. So, actually, I should make food. I forgot which one it is. No, it's not goulash. Maybe it's mushroom stew? I have a lot of these, so I might as well just eat and find out. I think... Does it overwrite? I guess I'm about to find out. So 1 mushroom stew here, and I can't enter the menu anymore because after this starts to go up, the game disables your menu access. So I guess we'll find out when we're in battle. But if nothing else, hey, we'll end the game because this is day 3, ending B. But by the time this video comes out, I probably might have already recorded another, the next playthrough, I guess is what I'm going to say. And I think I'm gonna say it's likely I'll attempt to record... Well, I'll record an attempt at Massa Mode, and, yeah, there's a lot of research I'd like to do. Anywho. Yeah, that might spoil the experience somewhat, and I won't lie that, I've touched Massa Mode here and there. So, yeah, anywho. Let's just get on with this, because I'm still under the effects of drugs, so you gotta hurry up and fight me. Even though I don't think the timer goes through. I mean, I could do it for science, but I really should do that off recording if nothing else. But anywho, so let's see if we don't just crit him a bunch here. I mean, I could have brown vialed, but hey. Also, yeah, that's why I have to guard, because that. But it should be still somewhat fine here, so we'll do this. I think I should I lifesteal way more than he can deal damage to me. He might even die in 2 turns. Yeah, he dies in 2 turns. So, but for Rur, I have to pep pill immediately because the pep pills don't carry over between fights because they wear off at the end of fight? Question mark. Again, a lot of gameplay things that I've looked into, whether they're correct or not. That's what I wanted to open the video. When I opened this episode up, and basically the first 10-15 seconds, I wanted to say, basically, I have been mistaken on a lot of information. At the same time, most of the time I still also add the disclaimer of that I don't know if I'm right or not. Because it's based on things that I've seen and may have forgotten, because my memory is not the greatest. But anywho... Yeah, with the meat grinder, I think we can rush Rur. If we can't, we'll drink alcohol when we get low. And if nothing else, we did use the Book of Enlightenment here, so that's a lot of mine to lose, however. So I guess I still want to be guarding it, if nothing else. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. Battles would have been nice too, but we're already here, so... And we'll see, because I think Rur has a lot of... I want to say at least 4,000? Am I getting that wrong? For some reason, I want to say 7,000, because this is true torso damage. Also, I do have to drink alcohol at some point, so, yeah, anywho. We get a lot of triple revs, but I don't know if I can... Well, with that much damage, we might be able to rush him. I still want to guard, though, so... Otherwise, we have to do a 50-50, and that isn't great. Don't hit me more than 3 times. Okay, well, I don't feel confident. You know what, actually? Okay, yeah, that puts my thing down. No, flip! Heads, right? That's heads. Okay, good. You know what? Let's just take full... Let's just go for it. We'll drink alcohol if need be. Yeah, there we go. So we were one turn off, and we've won the 50-50, thankfully, but hey. And yeah, now we have panophobia, but hey, it's fine, that doesn't matter. We also have heroin addiction, but that also doesn't matter in-game, so yeah. Blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, at the top of this tower, we'll finish this ending B, and we have Karen and Osal left, minimum. I think those are the only two, though, so, yeah, we'll let this ending play out as it is, even though, yes, I focused on gameplay on these playthroughs, but I'll still let the endings rock. Everything else, though, I'll probably skip. So, if you want to learn more or get your hands on Termina, I highly suggest you try it yourself. Even though you've watched even if you have watched a lot of my playthroughs and you've kind of, I have dissected the game through my playthroughs, that's not to say you can't have your own fun because, well, loot is random in this game. So, what you may do or have to think of doing, will change from playthrough to playthrough. So yeah, especially if you're going for ending A, which I haven't obviously done a lot here. But yeah, Abella couldn't sleep after what she'd witnessed in Prihivil. She knew too much about the universe and the horrors that laid in the darkness of the night. The endless void above the sky taunted her. It laughed at her. She finally realized how minuscule humans truly were in the grand scheme of things. Her insomnia almost drew her insane. But she had always been one to look for answers and solutions. Surely there was an answer to be found here too. So we're gonna launch a rocket to the moon. The moon had paid her a visit and gazed at her for a brief second to ask for answered. Wait, what I just said. Send a rocket to the moon. She took high positions in fields that studied space technology. Over the years, things started to advance, and only after decades, she was already getting ready to launch people to the moon. She'd get an audience with the moon soon, not with ancient rituals or a cult, but thanks to technology and human wit. Whether it was a good idea remains to be seen. But I will say, to kind of talk about the lore, if and when Fear and Hunger 3 comes out, I guess it wouldn't be too absurd to believe that all characters somehow make it out. Or at least, or if nothing else, the more realistic quote-unquote way that other people would believe is that someone does ending A and then the other 13 get out. Because there are some characters with endings that, are left better, not done. But at the same time, Dawn being Dawn, or Levy being Levy, they can continue to exist in the world as dark as they may be, and result in, maybe a boss fight in 3 or something. There's a lot to leave open. Especially considering, based on what I've heard, the first game, Fear and Hunger 1, was actually, it started off as basically a thesis, an experiment of some sort, and then eventually was made into a game that turned commercial. So, all the power to the developer. Turns out, when you apply your own life experience, whether you're a farmer, theologist, doctor, game designer, someone who used to make slot machines, a mechanic, a plumber, hey, you can make if you decide to make a video game, your video game is probably going to be very distinct in what it is. Not everyone gets to that point. Obviously, there are thousands of games, and only a few make it out, like Fear and Hunger Termina, like other certain games, but hey. But without further ado, yeah, there's also, I wanted to focus on something in the credits, but I guess that's not going to happen. But, yeah, I guess I'll see you when I see you. Won't take up more of your time. As soon as this ends, I'll end the video. So if you're watching now or watching the day it comes out, or if you're watching from the future, I'd like to thank you. If you're watching in the past because some weird things happen in real life, I guess I thank you too. But otherwise, if you have anything to say, any questions, any suggestions, I'll at least listen. I'll try to respond if I can, and if I can't, well, I hope you forgive me. Usually I do, though. I'm at least 50-50 right now, I guess. But without further ado, if you want to support me, subscribing would help out the most. Otherwise, if you continue to watch my videos and whatnot, I'm going through this whole ending spiel, but I think it's important to say, at least at the end of a playthrough. But without further ado, that'll be that, and I'll see you later.